Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K exclusive Best Buy Steelbook of Blade. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, Marvel's Blade, as released by Warner Brothers, is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. And as you can see here, I have the Steelbook edition, which we'll do an unboxing of in just a moment. But there's also a standard slipcover edition available out there for your enjoyment. So, as far as the movie itself goes, I really credit this movie as one of the founding fathers, as it were, of the modern comic book era. It really ranks up there as far as, I feel that kind of ended with the Burton and Schumacher Batman films as far as that era goes. But Blade, I feel, kind of started what we got, what eventually is what we have today. And of course, it evolved into Spider-Man by Sam Raimi, and then of course, eventually into Marvel and DC of what they are now. So Blade, I feel, is very important as far as, you know, the comic book cinematic history goes, and I think it's a really decent film. Deacon Frost is a great villain. I would still say he's probably in my top 10 of comic book villains. He's really good. And just the overall look and style of the film, it's very gritty, R-rated, and just a lot of fun and action and some humor. And of course, Wesley Snipes as Blade is perfect casting. He's really good in this one. I'm so happy that this is now on 4K. I can't wait to talk about it. All right, we're going to do an unboxing of the Steelbook in just a moment, and then we will talk about the picture quality and the audio. Okay, we have the Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook of Blade starring Wesley Snipes. I really like the look of this. It's really got a nice little shine to it. Looks good in my opinion. And then we have the back cover. And then the spine. And then interior. I like the simple color scheme of the 4K disc and the Blu-ray. And then we have the artwork in the back. So I think it overall looks really, really sharp. So, all right, now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Blade has a 2:3:9 aspect ratio. It is native 4K resolution with HDR10 for the grading. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you guys, I feel that there's a little bit of DNR applied to the overall picture. With the DNR applied, I feel that things don't look necessarily waxy as typically would happen in this situation, but there is a little bit less detail than I would like in this particular movie. The grain looks a little less than I remember it. It looks to be managed to a degree, I think, for the 4K transfer. It doesn't exactly pull me out. It's not as noticeable, let's say, as The Goonies was, also produced by Warner Brothers, but it definitely is there, and it's very noticeable if you are looking for it. But that being said, the 4K upgrade of Blade with utilizing HDR10, I feel, is overall very, very nice. This is an inherently dark movie, a lot of nighttime shots, dark interiors. So those black levels are very spot on. They're very nice and inky. They look very deep, and I think you're going to be very happy in that area. Now, as far as color levels go, I think they look good. Mostly skin tones and some of the nighttime signage that glows. It looks good. Those kind of color elements sprinkled throughout the movie are done very well. The blood looks good. It looks very natural, vibrant at times. Overall, it's not an inherently colorful picture, but I think what we do get here, it looks pretty good when it comes to color. Detail also gets a very nice upgrade. I think the up-close shots in particular are well done, especially some of those crispy elements that, you know what I'm talking about, and those scenes. Practical effects also look good. Now, when it comes to the somewhat dated CGI, it can look a little soft. It looks a little odd, but that's kind of par for the course when it comes to a movie made in the late 90s and utilizing that type of technology. When it comes to 4K, that's to be expected. And here, I think it stands out a little bit, but it's not really going to be distracting. And I think at this point, if you've accepted the CGI look overall, on 4K, I don't think it's going to be bothering you too much. I think the picture quality of Blade looks really good. It's a very nice upgrade over what we have on the Blu-ray side of things. Overall, very, very nice picture. Blade on 4K utilizes a Dolby Atmos presentation, and it does sound very good indeed. It's pretty aggressive. All the speakers are utilized very well. Everything from the mid-levels, the rears, the fronts, the LFE, it all handles things very nicely. And of course, it's a good immersive movie to enjoy in your personal home theater. Center channel with dialogue comes through clean and clear, no issues. Even during the more chaotic, action-heavy moments, it sounds good. The front levels sound very nice. They handle a lot of the front-heavy action. They do so very well. The mid-levels and rears, there's going to be a lot going on here. Now, there's several scenes where, one in particular where Blade is throwing around his glaive and it circles around the room. I seem to remember it doing that in the old audio mix, but here I feel it's a little more pronounced. It sounds good, and it definitely makes great use of your entire surround sound environment. Now, the height speakers, they're used mostly to complement what's happening on screen with the other rear speakers and mid-levels. There's not a whole lot of discrete channel towards the climax. I feel that did kick in once or twice there, but for the most part, it's just used to accentuate what's already happening with the other surround field. The LFE is aggressive. That club scene at the beginning really beats with a nice little thump, and the rest of the movie definitely uses a good amount of it as well. The LFE is very nice here in Blade. The Dolby Atmos presentation on Blade is, I feel, top-notch. It sounds good. Warner Brothers did a great job here. The movie has never sounded better. Absolutely worth the upgrade for that alone. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Blade on 4K an A-. I think it's a nice looking picture. The black levels are rendered really well. The color pop is natural, looks good. Detail can look a little bit iffy on occasion, but I think it is noticeably a nice upgrade. It's just a shame there is a little bit of DNR applied, but overall it's a nice looking picture here on 4K. For the audio presentation, I'm going to give Blade an A+. I think it's a very immersive surround sound experience. It sounds fantastic overall. It has everything you possibly could want for this type of movie. A lot of the action moments are rendered very well. Even the quieter ones do a good job. I think you'll be very pleased with the results on Blade. So, should you upgrade to Blade on 4K? I think absolutely should. Picture quality wise, despite its minor issues, and the audio presentation are very worthwhile of an upgrade. I don't think you'll be disappointed whatsoever. So that is my review of Blade on 4K. Let me know in the comment section below if you picked it up for yourself. What did you think of the presentation? In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.